Is a big change coming? Creston real estate market update for November 2025. Creston's housing market just broke its quiet streak. Sales are rising, prices are holding steady, and listings are starting to tighten up again. But is this a sign of renewed strength or just a full fall bounce before winter slows things down? Let's dive into the numbers and see exactly what's happening here in Creston. So first of all, let's set the stage for this small valley town in Creston, BC. Creston often flies under the radar, but it's one of the most affordable and stable markets in the Kootenays, driven by retirees, local families, and lifestyle relocations. Today we'll look at the latest data from the Association of Interior Realtors so you can see where things really stand and are heading into the winter of 2025. Quick market snapshot from Creston. Here's the market snapshot straight from the board's October 2025 release. Single family homes, we had 11 sales, and that is up 57% year over year. Benchmark price, $476,800, and that is up 3.9%. Townhomes, one sale, flat year over year, $397,900, up 2.8%. Condos and apartments, two sales, down 33%. Benchmark price, $264,000, down 1.5%. Holy cow, Creston seems like a deal. Across the Kootenay region as a whole, 300 sales, 362 new listings, 1,602 active listings. Benchmark pricing in single-family homes, $635,800. Townhomes, $522,100. And condos, $314,600. Average days to sell, 72 days for single-family homes, 108 days for townhouses, and 93 days for condos. Misprice your home and get a little too aggressive on the sell side, you could be waiting 30 to 60 more days on top of that. So Creston continues to deliver solid volume and slow, steady appreciation, hallmarks of a healthy, affordable market. Okay, that was a lot of numbers, I'm sorry. But what does it really mean? Here we go. What stands out the most is balance. Creston's detached home prices rose nearly 4%, while sales climbed almost 60%. Clear evidence that local demand is alive and well. Condos softened slightly, but that's tied to small sample sizes and seasonal fluctuations, not weaknesses. With benchmark pricing for detached homes, pricing still around $480,000, Creston remains one of the Kootenays' most accessible entry points for buyers relocating from pricier regions. Key trends to watch is affordability and market-driven demand. As prices continue climbing across these Kootenays and the West Kootenays, Creston's stability and value proposition stand out. Buyers are recognizing they can trade the same mortgage payment for a larger home, a bigger lot, or a quieter lifestyle here. That demand, combined with limited new construction, is quietly tightening inventory heading into 2026. Here's a little local context. Why is Creston so different? Creston's housing market has always moved at its own pace. It's driven less by tourism and more by long-term residents, small business owners, and retirees relocating from Alberta and the coast. That grounded demand means price swings are mild and predictable. The town's agricultural economy, affordable utilities, and access to the U.S. border also add real stability. Creston doesn't boom, rarely busts, and it builds consistently and sustainably. Now let's touch on the interest rates. Interest rates continue to shape the market in subtle ways. The Bank of Canada lowered its overnight rate again in October 29, 2025. It's now sitting at 2.25%, the lowest since 2022. Current averages, 5 years fixed, 3.79, 5-year variable, 3.45, and the prime is approximately 4.45%. That's reawakening some buyer confidence. At the same time, 3/4 of Canadians Mortgages are renewing by the end of 2026. We could see a small uptick in listings from homeowners recalibrating their budgets. In Creston, that's unlikely to trigger stress since average loan sizes are far smaller than provincial norms. So if I was a buyer, what would I do? First of all, for buyers in Creston right now, I would capitalize on affordability. Detached homes under 500 grand are rare. Rare in BC, rare anywhere you go. And they're still available here. You should really think about jumping on that action. Lock in your rate. Talk to your mortgage broker. Protect your budget while rates are near 3-year lows. Consider the future value. The valley's stability attracts steady appreciation without sharp volatility. Watch for winter listings. Fewer buyers in the colder months often mean better deals. Think long term. Creston's steady growth makes it a reliable market for end users and investors alike. Now what should sellers do? For sellers, this is a quietly favorable environment. List before the spring competition. Inventory generally rises in Q2. Winter listings will stand out. Price within a 2.3% of benchmark. Buyers are price savvy and data informed. Highlight Creston's lifestyle benefits. Space, affordability, and agricultural charm are key differentiators. Expect a 60 to 70 day sales window. It's balanced, it's not slow, but if you price it way too high, you're going to be sitting longer than that. Prepare for a negotiation. Today's buyer is very realistic, and sellers should be too. So what should we be looking for, watching for, and paying attention to in the next 3 to 6 months? What is the outlook? Well, as we head into early 2026, here's what to watch. Inventory trends. If listings stay tight, expect continued modest appreciation. Interest rate movement. Another Bank of Canada cut could trigger a small buyer surge. Migration patterns. Retirees and work from home buyers will remain steady.